So I'm a couple days from being 2 years post-op from my surgery with Dr. Tashtan, which was my 5th nose surgery, where he corrected a lot of the damage that was caused by my previous surgeries with other doctors. And in this video, I'm going to go over, how my nose looks now, what's planned for the future. I'm going to have another touch-up surgery with Dr. Tashtan, and going to go over, things that helped me get through the hard times, because for 3 years I didn't leave my house, and, how my life has changed now. And then also just some post-op and pre-op care tips that might be helpful if you're planning to have surgery. All right.
Now it's years later and we don't stay in touch, but realistically we never talk that much. Just enough to catch a vibe, maybe a glimpse or two, but not enough for love. I never really knew you, but you showed me kindness and tried to make me laugh, so I always thought you would be a good catch. Now I'll never know, and I'm fine with that. I just hope you find the one and your love lasts. Acquaintances with mutual friends, that's where we end, it's where we end. Acquaintances with mutual friends, it's where we end, it's where we always end. It's where we always end. I never really knew you, but I wish you the best. We were never that close, but I was still impressed. Wanted to know you more, but I was indirect, so we'll stay. Acquaintances with mutual friends, that's where we end, it's where we end. Acquaintances with mutual friends, that's where we end, it's where we always end. It's where we always end. It's where we always end.
For 3 years, while I was botched, I stayed inside my house, unable to go anywhere. During that time, I noticed foxes coming by the house, and I was mesmerized by them and, of course, their beauty. But I could also see in their eyes how scared they were of everything, and how much they just wanted to live. And so I started researching and learning more about foxes. And then I learned about fur farming and the awful conditions the animals live in. They're bred for thicker fur, so they have bad genetics, and are killed at a young age or used as breeders, with their kids repeatedly taken from them to be killed. Foxes need several miles of space to run, dig, and perform natural behaviors. On these farms, they're confined to tiny, dirty cages where they self-mutilate because it's torture to be there. And when rescued, they can't live in the wild because of their genetics and lack of survival behaviors. They can only go to a sanctuary. In the end, I chose to get nose surgery and put myself in this situation. These animals didn't choose to be put in cages. They were put here against their will and suffered, all for human vanity. Humans took something beautiful from nature and made it ugly because of their greed. It made me really despise vanity and gave me motivation to do what I can to help these animals. But I needed a job. I needed to be able to leave my house. And I wasn't ready to do that with my botched nose. I know how much our society is focused on appearance. I couldn't get a job looking how I did before. After my surgery with Dr. Tashtan, I've been able to do so many things I could only dream of before. I got a job, I was able to donate to animal rescues and volunteer there. I've been able to go out with my friends, take photos, and date after being single for over 5 years. My nose isn't perfect, my life isn't perfect, but I'm forever grateful to Dr. Tashtan for what he was able to give me with this last surgery. He was the right doctor for me, and he restored my ability to trust. We can never predict our healing, but fortunately, with his experience with similar cases, he knew what needed to be done and what was too risky to touch at that time. So my touch-up surgery is planned with Dr. Tashtan for November 22nd, as long as it doesn't have to be rescheduled again, because I had some things happen where I needed to reschedule, and fortunately he was very accommodating and was able to get me rescheduled. So the plan for this one, first he'll need to touch my nose to see what's possible, because a lot of things last time weren't possible because of how much my nose was damaged from the past surgeries. There was a lot of scar tissue that couldn't be removed. It would be too dangerous because the blood flow there is really not good. It might have been damaged from the past surgeries, and and if you try removing scar tissue, what can happen is sometimes more can grow back. So we had to be mindful of that. And then also, he had to do a closed approach reconstruction because we couldn't open the columella again because of the necrosis history. And he had to rebuild everything with my own rib, through my nostrils. And so for this next surgery, the plan is, depending on what's possible, we're going to try to use some of the skin from my philtrum to lengthen my columella. And you could see he did that with another patient.
This is totally different issue. This is cocaine nose, nothing inside, lateral wall, septum, nothing, and also the columellar tissue loss, as you see. And this is not rhinoplasty. This is a different thing, and just move flaps from upper lip and try to mimic a nose so he can go on his social life.
And it was successful there. That patient had, a hole in his nose from cocaine use. So my situation is different. I had necrosis from a past surgery. It happened literally during the surgery, during my second nose surgery. And that one, the necrosis, there was a hole in my nose and it was repaired. If you saw from my previous video, it was repaired in the third surgery, but that left my nose, short. It left a lot of scar tissue inside. So this one, if it's possible, Dr. Touchdown will use some of the skin here, and then he'll probably have to open this part, remove the old dead tissue, and pull up the new skin, stretch it out, put cartilage grafts there to lengthen the columella, bring my nose lower, and then do like a modified lip lift at the same time with the remaining skin, to lift my lip up a little bit, to shorten this this space, because of the past necrosis made this area really short and gives the appearance that this is too long. So yeah, so that's one thing. And then also you could see like the old scar tissue that was from my past surgery is creating some asymmetry. It's pulling this graft towards this side. So that's why there's a little bit of a slanted appearance. It's not as noticeable, especially from far away. But I can definitely notice it. So hopefully if he can remove some of the scar tissue, we can give the nose a more straight, symmetrical appearance. And then just to add some more cartilage, some more solid grafts to the bridge, make the bridge a little bit more straight like my original was. A little bit more projection on the bridge. And maybe some derotation, because I feel like it's a little too much nostril show for me. So if we can derotate it just a little bit, just make it more natural looking, more symmetrical, that's my hope. But I'm already like really happy with how much he improved it. I'm able to leave the house, and I didn't think I would ever be able to do that again. Didn't think I'd be able to date or have a normal life, or go to work, with people around me. So it's definitely been a huge improvement, and the goal now is just to not do anything too risky where I can lose the progress I've made. So I definitely trust Touchdown. He'll make the right decision with what's possible, and just gonna hope everything goes well. To prepare for my surgery, I ate healthily, lots of protein and vegetables, limiting sugar and fried foods. I took a lot of different vitamins and supplements. These are some of my favorites. I don't know how well they actually work. Of course, I stopped all vitamins and supplements 2 to 3 weeks prior to my surgery and didn't resume them until 1 to 2 weeks later. I work out, mostly weight training and walking or swimming for cardio. While recovering after surgery, I would go on walks, and then I resumed weight training 5 to 6 weeks after surgery. For a month before my surgery, I applied antibiotic ointment inside my nostrils every day. I also used hypochlorous acid spray on my nose, inside my nose, all over my face, before and throughout the entire healing process. It's a natural disinfectant and wound healer, and it's produced by our own white blood cells. The only other thing I used to clean my nose was sterile Q-tips dipped in rubbing alcohol, and I was always very gentle with it. I didn't wash my face for a month after surgery. I just used face wipes, peel-off masks, and hypochlorous acid spray because tap water has bacteria. I also took oral antibiotics starting 5 days before my surgery until 1 month after my surgery. I didn't take any steroid. I didn't do any hyperbaric oxygen. I can't because of my defibrillator anyway. Another thing that's really important is to be in the right mental state and not have any stress, because that can affect healing. You need to get a lot of sleep, and if you don't feel good and relaxed about the surgery, then you need to reschedule. What helped me was my faith in God and praying every day. I know a lot of people prayed for me also, and it doesn't matter what religion you follow, because in the end it's about believing in a higher power. The details don't really matter. I went into my surgery feeling optimistic, and that's the most important thing.
That I can't contain, that I can't control. I want
So now I'm gonna go over my skincare routine. It's not really a routine because I use different products all the time, but I'll just kind of share some of the ones that I feel helped my skin a lot, because I used to have really bad acne, and it's gotten a lot better, and I think from one or several of these products. This is what I use to wash my face. I'll use the orange one by itself and the other three together. I think this is my favorite one because of the special edition. They had, a fox on there. This is what I use for my acne. I'll wipe my face with one of the top ones. Then I'll put some Dapsone, tretinoin, differin, and azelaic acid on my face. I'll also put niacinamide serum and vitamin C serum on my face. And if I'm going to be wearing makeup, I'll put SPF moisturizer on. If not, then I'll put the Scar Gel all over my face, and sometimes the eye cream, the Honey Girl eye cream on my eyes. I use this primer before putting on foundation. And this cured my eczema. You made it to the end of the video, and I'm exactly 2 years post-op. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for my next update.